Hi, this is Felipe Osorio, and welcome to Second Earth Alternative. Alright, so we have a slightly different format today. Basically, I just want to put out a lot more episodes. I want to be more consistent. So here it is. You know, it's going to be a little bit less graphic intensive, but it's going to be nonetheless very informative. Today, I wanted to talk about a North Carolina UFO that has been blazing the internet. Essentially, there has been a video that recently became very viral, and then Coast to Coast, which is known as one of the most widely seen alternative websites out there, they posted this article, and I felt that it was imperative to talk about this specific UFO case or cases that happened in North Carolina. So if you look at the Coast to Coast page, you'll see that one of their top stories right up here is this square-shaped UFO photographed near Charlotte. So let's click on that real quick. And here's the story. And apparently on August 18th, there was this very strange square-looking craft that was spotted by a man who had apparently pulled over. And you know, the way that he described it is he saw this craft while he was driving, he took photos of it, pulled over, and then by the time he had pulled over, the craft had vanished. So this article says, a mysterious square aircraft hovering in night sky scared me to death, North Carolina man says. So as I was saying, what I found a little bit peculiar about this was that it says, but then I saw something that wasn't normal, and I was like, oh my God, what is that? I started trying to make as many pictures of it as possible while I was driving. Hill said he pulled over at the next exit to try to get video, but the aircraft had vanished. A heavy rain followed instantly, he said. The reason why I thought this was a little peculiar is because, you know, when I looked at this, the first thing that popped in my head was, could this be a reflection of the window? And funny enough, you know, that's indicative of somebody who would see something while they're inside their car, but then when they get out of the car, suddenly the thing is gone. Okay, so I want to move on from this case. We will get right back to it. I just want to talk about the other case that happened in North Carolina. So this one is the one that got kind of viral, and let me just show you the video that they have right now on the internet. And it says here, did men film a UFO hovering over North Carolina lake? So I'll just play the video real quick from YouTube. You can see the original link right over here if you guys want to take a look and watch it for yourselves. And it's, you know, it's very shaky. It's a little bit difficult to see what's going on. So what I went ahead and did is I took the video and I stabilized it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the stabilized version real quick. And you guys tell me what you think this looks like. Here's a stabilized version. To me, it's difficult to say, but what ended up happening is many of you might have heard the original UFO in North Carolina that was spotted a few weeks before the square one. Well, it says here, is this a UFO flying over North Carolina? No. Goodyear Blimp says that's definitely us. And so I thought, is there a way to confirm this? So I went ahead and I went to Photoshop, and I placed the image. Let's move these bars right over here. Okay, let's increase the size of the image. And it's difficult to tell right now, but what I went ahead and did is I increased the image size with the new image filter that Photoshop has. So once I increased the size, it became a little bit more clear what this could be. And if you guys still don't see it, let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger. If you guys still don't see it, let me put the channel mixer for you guys. Did you see that? To me, I think it kind of looks like the Goodyear blimp. You can even see the fans over here. So by simply increasing the size, using the new filters, and then by also pulling the channel, the color channels, you can see that the form is not like a square-like form like the other UFO is. This is, it really is a blimp. I mean, Goodyear was right about that. So, so now that we've debunked this particular UFO, I wanted to go ahead and go back to the square one. And I'm going to say this. I can't debunk the square one, right? Downright. But what I did do in Photoshop is I tried to extract the layers just as I had with the Goodyear blimp. And let's take a look at it. So here's the image of the square UFO that, you know, that scared the crap out of that guy, and that Coast to Coast is highlighting in their website. Okay, so I went ahead and put a channel filter, and check out what happens over here. So I'm just going to increase this size real quick so you guys can see more closely. You see these little dots? So you can see the reflection on the mirror and how there is some kind of light source that's definitely creating reflections. And then we go right up here. I mean, honestly, this might be like a cell phone for all I know. But let's take a look what happens over here. Boom. You see the clouds that were apparently around the object is going through the object. So this is not like the Phoenix lights where people looked up and they said that there's this huge dark mass that was blotting out the stars. No, this is obvious, some kind of either a very weird light type like breaking UFO, or this is just a reflection probably of a cell phone, which is my guess. So that doesn't mean that not a lot is going on in the world right now. I just want to keep everything straight for you guys. You know, oftentimes websites will be quick to publish things just to get the views. If you notice, this channel it's not getting hardly any views as of late. In fact, I think YouTube has dropped our view count by almost 10 times the amount since we've been monetized. And I honestly believe this is because we just tell it like it is. We tell the truth, you know, how we see it with very little biases. And just wanted to go over a few news items that's going on that's kind of exciting. One of them that I thought was really cool, I'll give you the good news first. That is, Russia is gonna bring back, or they're attempting to bring back, the extinct woolly mammoth with a Jurassic Park style cloning facility. So apparently this was kind of, this project was kind of green lit specifically because they had this incentive of possibly helping the environment. Supposedly these mammoths, if they can get these mammoths roaming in the Siberia, apparently these things, they're capable of keeping the soil plotted down essentially, and the snow plotted down, and they will eat certain reflective vegetation as well that will essentially help with the methane that is kind of exploding out. I mean, that's their theory. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of, I'm not sure about that. It doesn't, I don't know, it's just what they say. Kind of looks like one of those crazy Jurassic Park sequels, you know, like Jurassic Park 5, Putin versus Trump, World War III, and the Mammoths. And that was kind of stupid. All right, anyways, moving on to the next story. And this is the sad, sad truth of our world, where $66 billion Bayer and Monsanto merger just got a major green light, but farmers are terrified. So if you don't know, Monsanto is basically the company that has been sued recently for their pesticide products, Roundup, that has been essentially giving people cancer. Monsanto is nefarious. They're known for suing farmers simply because a bird would drop their stupid genetically manipulated seed in their, you know, in some random farmer's farm, and then suddenly the crops grow, and then there's Monsanto taking the livelihood of the farmer with some lawsuit. So these guys are like the devil. I mean, if you guys don't know anything about Monsanto, do some research. Right now they are merging with Bayer, a major pharmaceutical company. So why would a crop genetic manipulation company merge with a major pharmaceutical company? Sounds a little weird, right? Well, maybe I should show you this video from Bill Maher that was posted over a decade ago talking about the dangers of our food company and the pharmaceutical companies. So take a look.
Finally, new rule: if you believe you need to take all the pills the pharmaceutical industry says you do, then you're already on drugs. But none of the plans address the real problem. We won't stop being sick until we stop making ourselves sick. Because you see, the government isn't your nanny. They're your dealer. And they subsidize illness in America. They have to. There's too much money in it. You see, there's no money in healthy people, and there's no money in dead people. The money is in the middle. People who are alive, sort of, but with one or more chronic conditions that puts them in need of Celebrex or Nasonex or Valtrex or Lunesta. 50 years ago, children didn't even get type 2 diabetes. Now, it's an emerging epidemic, as are a long list of ailments which used to be rare and have now been mainstreamed. Things like asthma and autism and acid reflux and arthritis, allergies, adult acne, attention deficit disorder. And that's just the A's.
All right, guys, so that is going to be the episode for today. Like I said last time, we have this amazing series of episodes that's going to come out. It's going to be some incredible information. A lot of it has been mathematically backed up, and it's just something that I think is very difficult to dispute, simply because it's all math and just things that you guys can actually look up yourselves. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you later this week. This is Felipe Osario, signing out.